Thanks so much for that update and analysis. Well, let's just discuss this further now with Martin Siegert, who is the co-director of the Grantham Institute for Climate Change and Environment. Martin, it's so interesting, isn't it? The tables have really turned. I remember the Copenhagen Climate Change Summit, where they were sort of begging China and India to come to the table, and then Paris was seen as a turning point.
That's right. Well, a number of things happened in between those two times. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change did its next assessment report and really explained the science of climate change, that it's irrefutable, that we've got major challenges that we will face as a global community unless we tackle greenhouse gas emissions. And in Paris, nearly 200 of the world's nations understood that problem and collectively took action to mitigate it. Now, it's not enough. The Paris Climate Agreement is not enough for what we need. It is a start, and there's also a recognition that the ambitions set in Paris need to be enhanced in future years. So it's a wonderful organisation.
I was at the Paris Climate Change event, and there really was euphoria. I mean, how much of a concern is there now that America would want to go it alone on this?
Well, we have to understand what that really means. So if and when Donald Trump makes this announcement later today, there's a number of things which are obviously going to fall out from it. One is governmentally, they will be isolated from the rest of the world. And that's not an easy thing to do. But there are many people and players and actors in the United States, the scientists, the innovators, some of the states like California, who really understand about climate change and the need for action and are getting on with it anyway. And I don't think that will change. The other thing is it simply won't change the science of climate change. That is there, and the rest of the world understands it, and the Paris climate deal will stay intact.
So there will be political pushback from within the United States, from the science community, as you say, from every sort of sector.
We owe so much, as a global community, we owe so much to American scientists for getting us to this position that we understand about the human impact on our planet and the things that we need to do to mitigate it. And for them, for their president to be potentially pulling out of the Paris climate deal, the most important climate deal that we've had on this planet in our time, must be an awful thing.
Indeed. Well, we'll have to wait and see what this announcement is. Let's go to Washington.